What up, what up, what up, family? Good morning. Welcome to my writer's life. I am Alicia Anabel Santos, the writing midwife, and this is episode 10 Setting Writing Goals. I feel like it's the first day of school. I feel this like nervous energy, this excitement. I talked a little bit yesterday about how I cleared the way to start writing and some of the things that I do before even coming to the page. And one of the things that I like to do when I'm in my writing world, right, in my story, really focused on the project, is I like to get dressed for work, because even though I'm in my house and I could write in sweatpants and a t-shirt or tank top and slippers, I like the idea of putting on this like warrior gear. Like, there are a lot of things that I put on that for me are symbolic of what my intention is. What am I bringing? Like, am I bringing just kind of like this lackadaisical where whatever, or am I taking my craft seriously and I'm saying I'm going to work even though my bedroom is right there and my living room is right there? I'm going to work. When I'm here, this is work. This is the workspace. This is my office, even though I'm home. And so I'm ready for work. And I feel this first day of school nervous butterfly, nervous energy, because I know that December is an important month for me. And I know what my intention is for the month of December. And I know what my intention is for my novel. Like, I know what I want to accomplish. So let's start by talking just a little bit about the difference between writer's goals and writing goals. So as a writer, I have a lot of goals in terms of projects and ideas and things that I want to see, that I intend to see manifested, right? My writing goals are how many essays I write, how many anthologies I submit to, how many fellowships I apply to. My writer's goals are my goals as a writer, the things that I want to achieve, right? I intend to finish this novel. I want to start drafting my second memoir. I intend to finalize my script for a play, editing my children's book series. These are all writer's goals. Well, part of those are writing goals too, like the editing is writing. But you get what I'm saying, right? The actual project is the writer's goals. Being published is the writer's goal. Readings and all that stuff, there are writer's goals. Now, writing goals is getting down to the nitty gritty. Writing goals are the work, what it takes to get to the finish line, what it takes to complete the work. And so one of the acronyms I love is setting SMART goals, right? Which are specific, measurable, attainable, achievable. The R is for realistic or relevant. And the T is for timely, right? SMART goals, SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely, SMART goals. I know as a writer, I have set myself up for failure. Like, I have set some unrealistic goals and then gotten to the date and really bummed myself out because I'm setting these massive goals for myself, but I'm not doing the work every day that it takes to achieve the goal. And so it's important to really, I I have not always been organized. I have not always been a planner. I have not always been someone that arrived to things on time or managed my time well. I have not always been this person. It is a skill that I had to teach myself, that I had to learn, because I wanted to succeed, because I wanted to win, because I wanted to complete some things. And so what I have learned over the years is that setting SMART goals is that I'm really looking at what it takes to achieve it. So I'm taking the time, I'm spending the time looking at how much time I actually have in a day to realistically sit and work. I am exhausted a lot of the time because I give a lot of myself. As a writing teacher, as the writing midwife, I am constantly giving of myself, of my spirit, of my gifts. I'm constantly sharing that. And so these spaces are taking from me, right? Taking as because I'm teaching, I'm giving of myself. So I have to find time to refill myself, which is reading or listening to writing podcasts or listening to spiritual podcasts. So I have to refill my cup before I can even sit and write. So I know that about myself. I know that I have to build up because when I sit down to write, I'm again giving. I'm giving it all to the page. I'm putting it all on the page. I'm leaving it all on the page. And so setting SMART goals is crucial. I understand that I have to balance my life. I understand that I have to be spiritually healthy and spiritually strong to even begin to dive into writing a novel because it's massive. It's not some light work. It's not a 140 word tweet. It requires energy, time, and love and care. And so I spent this weekend really looking at what I have, what I've completed, what I've achieved, and also looking at the end goal. Like I intend to have the first draft of my novel completed by December 31st. A first draft of whatever it is that wants to come out of my body. I am also starting on December 15th the Write the Fucking Story Challenge, which the intention of that is to really push myself to get to the end. And so I'm starting today. I'm starting the Write the Fucking Story Challenge with writers on the 15th, but I'm starting my challenge today because I know that I need the next 12 days to be about refilling my cup, getting myself, I'm stretching. I'm stretching right now. I'm waking up early. I'm doing my rituals. I'm recording my diary, sitting here with you. This is all part of like how I gift myself before I can do this work that's so required, right? So see what I'm doing? I am planning out the game plan. We have to have a plan and we have to be smart about it. So the writing goals. The writing goals are interesting because writers come about this in very different ways. We're all different. We know what works for us. I'm not going to tell you what works for you. Last month, November, was NaNoWriMo, which is the National Novel Writing Month. In November, every year, there's this amazing challenge nationally, but it could be internationally, I'm not sure, where you commit to starting a novel on November 1st, and by the end of November, you have a complete novel. Or at least, you're trying to meet goals. So some people set writing goals of like 50,000 words or 80,000 words or 90,000 words, whatever length you imagine your novel to be. It's your own personal writing goal, right? For me, my writing goals are to get to 30,000 words by December 31st, right? So this requires a little bit of math. If I'm saying that today's the 3rd and that's 29 days, right? 29 days. And I'm saying that I want to achieve 30,000 words, 29 days. That means that I would have to write 1,034 words to get to that 1,035. 1,035 words daily to get to 30,000 words on December 31st, right? That is my writing goal. That is what I'm saying I would like to do on a daily basis. Now, there's two parts to my writing goal. I'm saying I want to write 1,000 words daily, but I also am giving myself some leeway. I'm going to be loving to myself. It's 1,035 words or 4 pages a day. 4 pages a day. That is my commitment. That is my writing goal. Now, there might be days because I work a lot of hours where I will double up. It depends on our schedule and how we want to do it. I may not hit 4 pages a day. I may not hit 1,000 pages a day, but on Wednesday, because that's my writing day and I have like a good 7 hours, I might be able to knock out 8 pages and over 2,000 words. See? Or the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, make no plans and those be full writing days for myself, a 5-hour day, whatever, where I'm making it up. But I know that in order for me to hit the 30,000 word number, I have to do at least 1,035 words a day for the next 29 days. That is my writing goal, right? And so that's one step to creating writing goals. The other thing is, how do we break down, what does that look like in terms of actual work? How do we break that down into manageable goals? Because it seems so massive. Like you're looking at the number, the end result. And I think that's what gets us, messed up. That we're looking at the end and all we need to do is what's right here. Stay right here. Like I know that every day, part of my writing ritual is that I want to read text. I intend to read some text that will inspire the writing. I'm also setting aside time to research things that I might put in the novel. It might be a song, a lyric. And so I have a list of tasks that I know throughout the next 29 days will be important. So I'm just going to share. Part of my writing goals is to read books, schedule my writing, write new scenes, finish chapters, read research, meet my daily goal, do a weekly check-in, and edit. Those are the writing goals. How I assign that task to specific days will be up to me. That's it. That's all I want to say about writing goals. I know it's a lot. I know it's intimidating. If you're someone who was like me, that doesn't like to, I was a free spirit, and I used to fly by the seat of my pants. And if it gets done, it gets done. I am a very serious writer now, so I understand that shit requires planning and work and energy. And so there ain't no time to fuck around. There's no time to fuck around. I'm very serious about my writer's life. I'm very serious about my writer's journey and my practice and this process. I have shared that writing for me is a spiritual practice. So when I'm not writing, I'm miserable. I'm an unhappy human being. And so today's a big day. Today, I have shared what my writing goals are. And so over the next month, I'm going to be sharing what that looks like. And I know that some days are not going to be good, but I am allowing myself the time and space to be okay with that, family. And that's all I'm asking for you too. So let's get into let's do some prompts and then begin this day. So my writer's goals are, these are the things you would like to achieve, that you dream of achieving as a writer. It could be 5 books, 10 books. It could be a novel. It could be writing a movie. It could be 10 poetry books. It could be whatever your writer's goals are. You're going to take some time and just list them to be published in the New York Times bestseller list, to receive book awards, whatever that is. Create your list. Pause this writing meditation at any moment. That way you can get it all out and you're not just getting trumped up on my next prompt. But that's prompt 1. Breathe. This is exciting. Put it on the page, man. Don't be afraid. Dream big, yo. Dream big. My writer's goals are, this is your vision for yourself as a writer, your vision. Like, what do you want? Prompt 2. The project that I'm committing to working on till the end of the year is the project that I'm committed to working on is you should know this. This is one thing. You know what it is. For me, it's my novel. 3. My writing goals. Now, this is going to take some time. This is going to take some time because you really want to be real. Don't set yourself up. If you're someone who hasn't been writing, don't say that you want to write 10 pages a day. Don't do that. Like real talk, write a paragraph. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Say, my writing goal is to write for 30 minutes every day for the first week. The next week, I'm going to up it to an hour. The third week, I'm going to up it to 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we are being loving, we're being honest with ourselves. We know what we can do. Let's not say, I'm going to write, 20 pages this week if you haven't written a single word, because it requires us to stretch. Let's be honest with ourselves. We have to stretch. We can't just think that we're going to write an epic novel this weekend. It doesn't work. So my writing goal is I'm going to write a page a day. I'm going to research on Wednesdays, whatever that is. Make a list of all of the steps, all of the tasks that it takes to achieve the goal. Like, I want to read this book. I want to write a paragraph a day. I will edit on Saturdays. I will read the week's work. Like, one of the things that I do in my process is if I write a chapter today, tomorrow I read the chapter that I just wrote and then begin the next chapter. That's my process. I read what I have. I'm not really reading for editing, although I might annotate something, right? But I keep it moving. I'm keeping it pushing. This is not the editing part of my journey. This is the just writing. Come the end of the year, I may start the editing in January. I think in January I'll do editing, but I'm just writing. This goal of mine to get to 30,000 words is just writing. It is not editing. It's not. So my writing goal is, what is it? Is it to have 10 poems? Is it to draft your play? Is it to write 3 songs? Your writing goal. And then lastly, let's set an intention. What is my writing intention for the month of December? My writing intention for December is I hope that felt good. My writing intention for December is to be gentle with myself, to smile a lot. That's 1 Pomodoro down. I'll talk about Pomodoros tomorrow. My writing intention for December is to be kind to myself, to be loving with myself the entire month, to honor the writing, to honor what I need, to do the work that is required of me, to take care of my body, my mind, my spirit, to say no to people's requests for my time. And my intention for today is to write at least 2 pages today. 2 pages of my novel today, just to start. Have an amazing day, family. Peace.